Hey, let's have a lot of fun talking about fun. Yeah, nah, that was uh, not fun at all. Sorry. Definitely the worst intro ever, but welcome to the most transformative podcast in the world. The Mastermind Podcast Challenge. Season 2 with your host, the Papacito of Puerto Rico, your doctor, Derek Israel, and this is the episode 549, my friends. We are making history. And today we are going to talk about the power of fun, specifically how fun relates to personal development and spiritual expansion. So if you like what you will be hearing or listening today, make sure to follow us in our YouTube channel or in a Spotify station, Mastermind Podcast with Dr. Derek Israel, because we are uploading a video or a podcast every day, Monday through Friday in the morning. And we are going to continue doing this until December 2022. This is the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2, and let's get started. But before we go with the essential information, I just want to remind you that I'm about to publish my first book. It is called Terapia con Derek, Therapy with Derek, and it will be like having a personalized therapy with your favorite doctor all in your pocket, like all in your bookshelves. So it will be amazing, and I consider it will be transformative for you because everything in the book is short and to the point. You will not be bored as hell reading like a big 500 or 600 novel. No, no, no. It's small reflections that go to your heart, and maybe you can expand with those. So, all right, let's go. Let me just start this podcast by telling you a story about fun. All right, we all like stories, and this story happened to me, so I know it very viscerally and I know it very intimately. And you know, I will begin the story after I had my enlightenment experience, after I have my consciousness reborn. I was approximately 21 years old, almost 22. No, 21. I was flat 21. I was in my third year of bachelor student psychology. And I want to start there because before that, I didn't have any problem with fun. I was a kind of a normal kiddo, a normal adolescent. I had fun every time, every day. I play video games, basketball, I joke around with friends. So nothing exceptional happened in that stage of my life in relation to fun. But something happened after I got awake, and I consider that very important for me because you know there is a life that I used to live before consciousness, before having spiritual consciousness and awareness, and there's another life that I began living after that. So it's for me, it's like a good separation, at least in the way that I perceive my biography, my autobiography. So and that happened because every priority after you have a mystical experience, and I will be doing an episode very soon, uh, about having and designing and engineering mystical experiences. But after you have one and you get a rising consciousness, every priority in your life change. Every priority in your life change. So that's why I consider it like a second reborn. So what happened to me, it was that um I became conscious that life was more than just alcohol, sex, studying in an university, career, job, and having fun. Basically, I understood that there was a spiritual side to life, and that side demanded a lot of devotion and demanded a lot of discipline. If I really, because one thing is to get a little bit of enlightenment, like a glimpse of, wow, what is this? I am the universe. Oh my God. That is one thing. And another thing is to stay persistent, relentless, as we discussed yesterday, relentless, to stay on track of that in order to continue growing and expanding and maintaining and crystallizing that stage of consciousness in your awareness, because it can fly away like a fly, it can go and come. So I decided after that awakening that I was gonna dedicate mostly my life to try to expand more and more and more and more that type of consciousness in my own life. And that for me was about to be the number one priority. But I didn't want to leave fun behind. I mean, in I was 20 years, I was the papacito of Puerto Rico. um, uh, I was I had a lot of temptations with women. I was using a lot of alcohol. I was joining a fraternity. So at the same time, I have these social pressures that in that moment I went to pursue enlightenment all in, but I didn't discard fun. So what I did is I separated my life. I fragmented my life, kind of, okay, so I am living this conscious life in which I am meditating, I am doing yoga, I am reading personal development books, I am doing active imagination, and everything that I teach you to do in my meditation course that is called 20 days of meditation from beginner to expert on derekisrael.com. The link is on the description if you want to learn how to meditate like an expert. So I start doing everything that I teach you there. But then when the night come, for example, I went to party and I went to having, some drinks and some woman and blah, 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 blah. And I still have that type of fun. So I was living like a fragmented life. In one side of my life, I was the spiritual guru. And in the second state or stage of my life, kind of dimension of my life, I was just another normal, young man having a lot of fun. So I thought that that was a good balance for me, and it was. I maintained it like how many years? Like maybe like 5 years. No, too much. Maybe like 3 or 4 years max. Like I maintain that lifestyle, and sometimes I am sharing in my Facebook page. Follow me there, Derek Israel. Also in my Instagram and Snapchat, I am sharing in the stories. Sometimes I get a lot of stories from that particular age, and I just reshare them because I am getting crazy with beer and I'm getting crazy. Sometimes I laugh, but I am not doing that anymore because I have matured. um but yeah, I like to share. So follow me on socials if you want to see different versions of myself in different stage of time and maturity and psychological evolvement. But anyways, one day, I decided that that was not right for me. Like I cannot be an hypocrite. I cannot come here. I was already doing the podcast. And I was already doing a lot of videos, a lot of writing. I was starting to get a massive following on Facebook, more than 20,000 people, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter. Not like a massive, but a good amount of following of people that was already starting to engage with my ideas. And I didn't feel quite integrous with myself, like telling them about discipline and about spiritual pursuits, and then in the night going there and, killing myself hard with funness, with pleasure, with all of those things. Dionysius, the Greek god, about wine, about woman, about sex. So I didn't feel good. Also, sometimes I went to drink beer, and the next day I had a conference that I had to do to a private business, or a coaching client, and I was with a little bit of low energy, a little bit of a hangover. So it was starting to conflict with my schedule that was part of my life purpose. So one day I say, you know what? I'm done. Like, I will not watch any movie, not watch any Netflix, not watch any series, not watch any cartoons. I will not drink more beer. I will not drink more alcohol. I will not hang out a lot with friends. Maybe one day, maybe to something for the fraternity, but not like a usual thing. So what I did is I went all in on my life purpose, and I then demonized, listen what I'm telling you, I then demonized fun. I said, okay, fun is here, and fun is the thing that is drawing me away from my purpose. So that is the devil for me. That is a big no-no. I forget about fun, and I will go all in on my life purpose. And I did that, like, for the last maybe 4 years, maybe no, maybe like 3 years I have been like that. But 3 years before this one year I changed again. So like the last few years I have been like that. And how that works for me, well, what can I say? In one side of the equation it works pretty well because I feel more concentrated in my life purpose. I can get more done. Like, I have been writing almost 50 books in this period of my life. The first one is about to release very soon, Terapia con Derek, Therapy with Derek. So I concentrated on that. I had done the Mastermind Podcast Challenge, 365 episode on 1 year, every day without missing one day. And that hyper productivity only came because I was, not having any fun in those years. I basically went crazy on TikTok, built a massive following, almost, 40 plus K people there. um I established my business. I went all in my doctoral program. I finished it on time, 5 years, master degree, doctoral degree in clinical psychology, all good. I was a father, first time. I dedicated from day one to my daughter. I have been not the most perfect father in the world by any chance, but at least I know that I have been present every day, mostly every day, with my daughter. So I dedicated everything to my life purpose and to the things in my life that I consider a priority. And that works pretty good. But there is a problem with that when I was discarding fun. And the problem is that, I I was getting a little bit angry and a little bit bored and a little bit like in a bad humor because I was not having any fun. And that also was compromising a little bit my spontaneity, my authenticity, and me getting along with my students and me getting along better with my clients. And I was like a kind of a trek, in my house. So yes, I was on purpose. I was on my dream. I was on my dream. I was on my vision. But when you see my face, I was like Shrek. I was like. So then I understood that something had to change. And that's when I decided to integrate fun again on my life, but in a mature way, not in a toxic way, but in a more integrated way that I will be discussing in the essential points today. And I will teach you a little bit how to do it. And now I am in this third stage of my life, a stage in which I am having a lot of fun, but it's not a toxic fun. It is not about going out and having beers. It's not about women. It's not about anything that I used to value before. Now, for me, fun is to actually doing my life purpose, being doing exactly what I'm doing right now, but having fun doing it. like trying to put my consciousness, my funny consciousness, overimpose in my present moment all the time, although I am doing personal development and spiritual expansion at the same time. I am not compartmentalizing the dimensions. I am not fragmentating my life anymore. I am not, separating the puzzle anymore. I am joining the puzzle. I am bringing fun to my host. Sorry. Mm. I am recording a lot of courses lately. Uh, and that is obviously private because that is for paying clients. And I am putting a lot of pressure in my voice. So that's why I have a little bit of. But, anyways, I, I am integrating now funness with spiritual advancement because I understood finally that a life with purpose but without fun is a miserable life. And this is not the message that I always brought to you guys. If you have been following my content, I was kind of a hater of having fun in those years that I went to the opposite side of fun. But now I am more relaxed, I am more flexible, and maybe you see my mood like I am more happy generally because I am letting myself having fun all days, every day. And every day I do an activity that is not related to my life purpose at all. Like every day I do something. I play a little bit of Call of Duty, or maybe every day I go and watch a movie, or maybe I watch a little bit of a series. So I go to the jacuzzi and I just relax, or I am trying to do stuff that is fun for me because now fun is part of my life again, but in a mature and advanced way. So why fun? What is fun and what is important? Well, fun is basically to have a nice time, to pass a nice time with yourself. That's it, dude. And people that are overwhelmed with their personal development, they forget about fun. And people that doesn't know anything about personal development, they forget about fun as well. So you need to be exactly the opposite. You need to, develop. Obviously, that's why you're here. But don't forget about passing a nice time, doing the things that make you happy. When you are having fun, you are happy. That's why time goes so fast when you're having fun. Well, then your life will go very fast because you need to have fun every day. This is the power of fun. To have fun is a power. I want you to change the schemes in your brain around funness. To have fun is power because to be happy is power. A man that is always happy, a woman that is always happy, has the most powerful power of the world. How can you dominate such a person? If you remove their material belongings, if you remove their money, their sex, if you remove their clothes, their house, they will still be happy. How can you slave a person like that? That is power. Happiness is the real power. Sorry, guys. So that is why it's important, because by having more fun, you will have more power. You will have more capacity to do things in a more cheerful way. And when you do things in a more cheerful way, dude, you have a better vibe. You just have a better energy. And there is a moment that a fan, a student, wrote me, Derek, I must confess, I am not feeling like your podcast is. No, how she told me? She told me like, and this was like maybe 2 years ago, like or 1 year ago. She told me like, there's a moment in your podcast, in the Mastermind Podcast Challenge season 1, when I stopped listening to it because I felt that you was uh going through a very dark place in your life and the energy was not there in the podcast anymore. So I stopped listening and then I came back after a couple of months and now I am hooked again because now I see you, Derek. I see you're like you are having fun again in the podcast. And I was thinking about that statement and about that comment. I said, she's right. Like I always try to bring my best to the podcast. I can guarantee you that. But in one time when I was doing the Mastermind Podcast Challenge season 1, I was having no fun. For me that wasn't fun. So maybe the energy was not there, but now you can feel my vibe a little bit differently. Even my hair, even my new hair. Have you seen this? This is awesome, baby. Even my jacket is having fun. I'm having fun. Even my Toby Rabbit. Where's Toby Rabbit? Where is my Toby Rabbit? Even Toby Rabbit is a fun guy. Look at his face. He's having a lot of fun. Right? So that is why it's important, because it's your power, man. If you lose your funness, you lose your vibe. So don't do it. Don't fall in the trap of personal development and don't take this work so serious. Smile a little bit. Learn about the Joker. But the bad thing about the Joker is that he's possessed by the shadow archetype. And I will be discussing that archetype a little bit more in detail in the future. So stay tuned in the Mastermind Podcast. Tomorrow, I will be discussing the wise man archetype. Oh my goji. That is one of my favorite, if not my favorite archetype. No, it's one of my favorite, not my favorite. But anyways, it's pretty amazing. So let me share with you some essentials about fun, okay? The first essential is that life is infinitely not serious at all. So why not having fun? So if you want to learn a little bit more about this, I strongly recommend you an episode that is called Why Life Will Become or Turn a Video Game. Why life will turn into a video game. So in that episode, go and search it on my YouTube or Spotify channel. I go very deep in this point. But have you not noticed yet that life is infinitely not serious at all? Like we have culture, very serious. If you live in China, you understand this. If you live in the United States, you understand this. If you live in Russia, oh my gosh, you understand this. Like culture is always telling you, you need to tough it up. You need to take stuff seriously. Hey, this is not a game, all right? This is real life. And you can see their faces like Shrek, like very mad. And you are like, I am supposed to take advice from you? Holy guacamole, I don't want that in my life. But you will develop that type of face if you are not having fun. And when you study spiritual gurus, you see their faces and they are very cheerful. What the hell is that? Oh, my wife doing crazy stuff in the house. She's having fun, maybe. So you see these spiritual gurus, they are always like their faces like, yeah, like their faces is like so relaxed and they can laugh so easily and you can see their belly laughing. They don't laugh with the throat, they laugh with the belly, and that means that they are laughing like a baby. They are laughing naturally. And that is really the face of life. The face of life is a relaxed face. Now, I am not telling you that you don't need to take anything serious. Hey, at the same time, life is infinitely not serious, and in the same time is infinitely serious. So yeah, when it comes about your personal development, go serious, go formal, go professional, with your life purpose, go professional, go serious, but balancing with funness. Because at the end of the day, if you are trying to overimpose seriousness in a metaphysical reality that is not serious, at the end of the day, you are doing just an aberration. You are doing just an error. You are doing a glitch in reality. You are a virus in reality. You don't want to be a virus on reality. You want to be like an update of reality, you know? You want to be an actualization of reality. You want the multiverse to be more sophisticated because you went through your experience and through your consciousness awakening in your life. And those experiences and those awakenings were fun. Were fun. That is very important. The next essential point about fun is that we perform our best when we are having fun. What happened to LeBron James when he lost the title with the Dallas Mavericks and he was with Miami Heat? You know, one of the things he said the next year that he actually won his first title uh, against the Spurs. He said, one of the things that I did wrong in that finals that I lost against Dallas is that I was not having fun. You know, I was listening so much to the haters that I forgot about that the important thing about basketball and about the game is having fun. This year I will not do that. This year I will forget about the haters, and this year I will just concentrate my whole effort on having fun. And as soon as he did that, and you saw him laughing in the court, making some jokes with his friends, as soon as he started having fun again in the court, God delivered him his first championship. Or you might say he won his first championship. And he did. Because when you are having fun, man, you are doing great. You know, one of the things that my father always told me when I used to play basketball when I was a kid when I was a kid, he always told me, "Hey, Derek, like he trained me like hell. Like he trained me every day a lot of hours, hard. So I was very disciplined with me. But the final words that he always told me when I was about to enter the game, in an official game, he always told me at the end, have fun. So after all of those how can I say, trainings and rehearsals, that's the one that I was looking. After all of those rehearsals about training in the court, about all of those hours sweating blood in our training, at the end of the day, he always tell me have fun, because he knew if I didn't have fun, I didn't perform good. You need to have fun to perform good, because when you have fun, man, you enter in a flow state. And I have an episode in Spanish that is about estados de flow. So búscalo en mi canal de YouTube o en Spotify, Estados de Flow Mastermind Podcast. But flow states are just states in which you are performing your best, because there is no you that is performing anymore. You are so supra conscious in the activity that is no you anymore. So have fun, because in that way, you will do the thing better. Okay? Do the thing better. Um, the next point is that if your life purpose is not fun, probably it's a toxic life purpose. What if is your life purpose is maybe like a very boring life purpose? To count every ant that exists in the earth. Maybe that is your life purpose and you really believe it. But how much fun you will have counting every ant that lives in the earth. Maybe you will have a lot of fun, but maybe you will hate your life. I'm just made a random example. But my point here is that when you talk about your life purpose, and if you don't know your life purpose, hey, I am just releasing next week the life purpose course in English for the first time. I translated, so I have it already in Spanish. So if you know Spanish, go and enroll in that course. The link is in the description. If you only know English, well, wait until next week. Or if you are watching this in the future, just go to theregistrado.com. The link is in below, and you will be able to enroll in that course. And I teach you everything to connect and manifest that life purpose. But hey, your life purpose is supposed to be fun, man. It is supposed to be something that you can laugh at. You know, for me, my life purpose is to lead a new generation to a more self-actualized and actualized and transcending consciousness or experience or awakening, whatever you want to call it. So that for me is a lot of fun, because that for me will demand that I need to become that first, because I cannot lead people to a place that I am not there. And I know that I am not completely there. I am in my current state. But a good thing is I know that I am a little bit more advanced spiritually than the average the average Joe. So I can teach the average Joe how to do it. And I have fun doing it. I have fun teaching people how to do yoga. I'm doing something here, technical. I have fun teaching how to meditate. I have fun teaching how to people to digest or eating their shadow. When I'm working with a client, I have fun. I have fun with them. Why not? I have fun seeing people growing and basically combating and confronting and triumphing. Maybe that's not the correct word. And winning over their demons, their shadows, and seeing them, becoming more than they are. For me, that is a lot of fun, and I enjoy that. So make sure that your life purpose, when you decide that is going to be the pursuit of your life, your ultimate life mission, make sure that you can say, and it will be a lot of fun, because if not, you're going to hate it, and you will not follow through with all the challenges that you will need to face when you are pursuing your life purpose. The next point is that God is a child, so have fun like a child. Then if you see the movies sometimes and the cartoons, sometimes God is portrayed as a child. Why is that? Because a child is always present in the moment and is always having fun. So to have fun is to be more like a child. You want to learn from a master? Learn from a child. If you have a son, if you have a daughter, Merry Christmas for you. If it is a little daughter, a little son, like 3 years old, 4 years old, 2 years old, 5 years old, man, you have a master in your house. You have a master in your house. Sometimes I just watch my daughter playing with whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, her imagination. And she's like coming to me to play with a thing, and I am struggling. For example, she comes to me to play with glasses, and I'm like, okay, what I can do with glasses? So I can put the glasses on, and I can say, hoo, 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 and she laughs. And then what I can do? I don't know, because I lost a little bit of that funness. But for me, this is glasses, and these have an utilitarian function. I put it, and in this case, I don't have any how do you say that? I don't have any problems in my eyes, so this doesn't work. This is only like fake eyeglasses, I suppose. But I know that this is the function of them, like to be on my eyes. But for her, my daughter, 3 years old, this can be a weapon. This can be a sword. This can be a castle. This can be a superpower. This can be a, what else? This can be a vegetable. This can be a food. This can be so many different things. She see the universe here, and we only see a glass or a glasses. So that is why I say children, they are our masters, because they haven't forget that life is fun, and they haven't forget that everything is fun. Everything is fun. If you make it fun, if you train your mind to have better humor, better state of emotions, better emotional state, better disposition. So we need to train our mind to go back to that childhood consciousness that see everything as something remarkable, mesmerizing and fun. So train your mind to be like that again. Don't be afraid to be a child. Remember the final evolution in Friedrich Nietzsche, spiritual evolution. What is? The lion become a child. The lion, the warrior, you are conquering everything. The lion needs to become a child if he wants to be the real king. Also, fun is not about segmentation, but about integration. And this is something that I struggled in the first place in my own life, but now I am getting better and better and better. So sometimes, yes, you will design a place and a time in your agenda, in your schedule, that you will say, all righty, in this time, I will have fun. And maybe you can put there, I will watch a movie. And maybe you can put there, I will have sex in that, that time, or blah, 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 blah. And that's good. But remember, you cannot segmentate funness. You need to be able to have fun even when you are doing a thing that may be not so fun. Maybe when you are on a line to, I don't know, in the bank, you are on a line, or in a restaurant, you are like 1 hour in that line. Well, have fun there. If you are, look this example. If you are in a line from to the cinema, if you are going to the cinema and you are 1 hour because you are going to the premiere of Derek Israel movie in 2030. Yes, I'm thinking about doing movies, but that is in my future. So you are going to a premiere. You are going to a premiere of the Derek Israel movie, and it's all full. It is all full. So you are 1 hour in that line, and you are waiting in that line to have fun. Notice what you're doing. You are waiting in that line to have fun. That is not integration. That is segmentation. In the line, you need to have fun. And then when you are in the movie, you need to have fun. And then when you are out back to your home in your car, you need to have fun. So you need to do things in the line that makes you to have fun. So maybe play a video game, or joke around with people in the line, or call your best friend. Do whatever makes you happy. We all have fun differently. So if this is my case, if I am on a line and I want to have fun, what I do, well, I will pick my cell phone and I will read a book there, or I will, make a story, or I will engage with some clients, or I will sorry, my microphone got disconnected. Give me just a second. All right. So, or I will engage with some clients, or I will joke around with my wife, or I will kiss my wife, or I will play with my daughter. I will try to do something there to have fun before having more fun. Because I am not waiting for fun, I am being fun. I will repeat this. I am not waiting for fun. I am being fun. So it's more about integration than segmentation. Also, fun, having fun is how we get great ideas. When we are so concentrated, I need to figure this problem out. I need this solution. Uh-oh, you are stuck, man. You are not flowing. Intelligence sometimes flow when you are having fun. But if you forget about the problem and just go out and take a walk, have fun, see the animals, do you, go to a park, or read your favorite novel, or just watch your favorite comedy show, maybe The Office, maybe this other, watch a Will Ferrell movie. And then you will be like having fun, and then boom, voila, the solution for the problem is right there in your front of your consciousness. Why? Because you let your brain relax. And when your brain is relaxed and having fun, your brain is like, hey, dude, you can also do this. Oh my gosh, now you tell me, yeah, sorry, man, you was pressuring so much that I could not perform well. So just imagine that you are a kid and you're about to perform in a dance and everyone is watching you. Everyone is watching you and putting pressure, and your dad said, "You need to do it well because you are my daughter." And your mother says, "Remember, you are putting the family name on the line." And your coach said, "If you don't perform well, you are out of this team." And then you are thrown out in the stage to perform. How the hell do you think you will perform? Probably you will perform horribly because you have so much pressure that you will be rigid in your dancing. You will be "Ay, ay, 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 ay," and you will kick out. But what if your father said, "Hey man, have fun, laugh out there. We are gonna support you anyways." And your mother said, "We are so proud of you, man. You have accomplished so much. Just go there and do your thing." And your coach said, "I don't care how you do it. I just care that you came to the practice every day and you did your best. So do it, whatever, man. I'm already proud of you." Notice now your mindset. You are going to go to that dance and you are going to do probably very good. Man, my throat is getting worse and worse. My gotchi. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. My instrument. So I am thinking maybe the podcast in my future, if I am out of voice, it will be maybe like with a robot. That will be like a very awesome podcast. Like if I can think and the robot say like, "Welcome to the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 4." No, sorry, Season 5. Yeah, but my voice is like I am pushing very hard on my voice. I need to rework, I think. Oh my god, I'm getting old. Anyways, so notice how different was the experience of that child that was about to go to a dance with pressure versus without pressure. So when you are without pressure, man, you get better ideas and you perform better. So have fun. In that way, you release a little bit of the cortisol, you produce a little bit of oxytocin and dopamine and serotonin, and you're better. You're better. Have fun. Also, fun, and this is a danger for you. Fun can, or a warning. Fun can easily turn into a distraction, addiction, or attachment. Remember, check and balance. Hey, I don't want you to now to forget your life purpose and go all in fun because Derek Israel told me so. No, don't fall into that trap. I am telling you, you need to integrate. Don't go all in your fun because you will regret. You will regret. So go have fun, have for purpose, and integrate both. Give me just a second. I will cough again. Hey, boys, please have fun with me today. We are almost getting finished this podcast today. So, yes, remember, it can get toxic, specifically if you attach fondness to drugs or to sex. It can get very, very, very bad for you. So be careful a little bit with this information. Don't get too extreme. Be cautious. Be conscious. All right. Be mature. Be aware, and have fun in the right way. Also, to have fun is a devotion. It's devotion. So when you're having fun, actually, what you are doing is you are devoting to God. What I'm trying to say is to have fun is a spiritual pursuit. To have fun is in the same degree of importance of meditating, praying, reading sacred books, contemplating, doing mindfulness, doing yoga, doing pranayama, doing kundalini, whatever are your practice for personal and spiritual development. We all have different practices. Well, put fun there because this is also part of your devotion. Friedrich Nietzsche said that he doesn't believe in a God that cannot dance. He only believes in gods that can dance. What that means? Well, he only believes in gods that can have fun. If that God cannot have fun, oh my God, I don't want you as my God. I want a God that can laugh, that can dance, that can play some music, that can say, ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la. Because if not, what I will want you to be with you. And that is for me one of the problems with the construction of heaven in Christianity. It's like they portray heaven so boring, man. Oh, you will have, a sea, very pure sea, and very pure waters, and you will have the roads of gold, and everyone will be there, devoting to God. And what else? What else? For me, I think that I didn't buy it even when I was a kid because for me it was so boring. If you want to sell a religion, that is also another thing to sell. It is not different than selling, for example, a vacuum cleaner. Like if you want to sell a religion, you are selling basically a vacuum cleaner. You're selling the same thing. You're selling a service, a product, a paradigm, a belief system, a dogma. You are selling stuff. If you want to sell a religion, please sell it in the right way. At least the Muslims, they have a more interested kind of heaven. Like at least you can have sex there and you can have, virgins and stuff. Like in a way it's kind of silly because that can distract the spirit of understanding that sex is not everything, but sexual energy is everything. Notice the difference. Sex is not the same as sexual energy, but at least they have a more incentive, a more reinforcer to go to heaven. The heaven of Buddhism is also more cool in my opinion because it is called nirvana, and there you can basically be infinitely non-attached and infinitely enlightened, and you're one with the whole multiverse. Oh, that sounds kind of cool, right? So remember, to have fun is a devotion. It is exactly the same as your spiritual pursuit. So your spiritual pursuit, it is not supposed to be boring. If for you is boring spirituality, well, maybe you are doing the wrong spiritual practice. Go to another one. Go and explore Buddhism. Go and explore Tai Chi. Go and explore Qigong. Go and explore, I don't know, shamanism. Man, shamanism is so fucking fun. Why I love shamanism? Because it's so fun. Like in shamanism, you can learn how to talk with plants, learn how to decipher spiritual animals, how to communicate with the anima mundi, with the soul of the world. Is that fun? Oh, yeah, it's hell of a fun. So go and explore spiritual pursuits that will become fun for you. Also, a life without fun is like sex without fun. Do you imagine how a sexual session, a sexual intercourse can be not fun? Do you imagine? So if I am a man and I want to have sex that is not fun, how I will do it? Well, I will be very rigid. I will be like, "Urgh, urgh," the same movement, "Urgh." Very predictable. Like the woman, in my case, I'm a heterosexual, so the woman will know that I will ejaculate approximately in the next 2 minutes after I started. So she's like, watching the clock. Okay, he's about to ejaculate. Oh, he's about. Oh, he did it. Very predictable. And then the guy that is not having any funny sex, like ejaculate, and he go to his bed, and he close his eyes like in a routine, and he fall to sleep, and that's it. That was the sexual session. Only one position, the same velocity, the same speed, the same time, the same ejaculation, and the same afterwards action, fall to sleep. Well, that is how sex without fun looks like. And that is exactly how a life without fun looks like. It's a lot of routine, a lot of habits without any space for spontaneous acts, for meaningful acts, for serendipity. Look that word, serendipity. That is basically looking for synchronicities that are mysterious, things that are unpredictable, that you are not controlling. To have to have no fun is to have too much control. Notice, to have no fun is to have too much control. Less control, more fun. Because humor, even humor, if you study the psychology of humor, why you laugh, you understand that we laugh when we see a thing that we don't expect. If you expect the joke, you don't laugh. But if the joke is so random, it's so like, oh my God, so over the wall, you are like, oh yeah, yeah, right, right, because you didn't expect it. That is why it's fun. So, what will be, as a sex fun, a sex that is fun? Well, it will be different. Like, it will have a better pregame. The pregame we will be, for example, and I teach you all that you need to know about sexual mastery and how to develop a powerful sex in my course that is called Sexual Master. Oh, hey, become a sexual master. Yeah, Sexual Mastery. That is the name of the course in derekisrael.com. If you want to know and to be an expert in bed, I will teach you everything that you need to know. So go to the link in the description. So how will be fun? Well, you will have a better pregame. In the pregame, you will do things that you have never done before. Maybe you will put some Skittles in the act and you will eat the Skittles, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe that is a fantasy of mine. Maybe you will put a different music, or maybe you will do it in a hidden public place, or maybe you will insert an 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 unexpected variable to the sexual session. Also, when you are in the performance, you will laugh, you will make some jokes, you will go in these different positions, you will try Kama Sutra positions that you haven't tried before, you will try to ejaculate in a different way, you maybe are open to do a big draw. I teach you what is that in the sexual mastery course. Or maybe you are open to do a sexual transmutation or sexual magic, or you can do affirmations and you can have fun with the affirmations. And then the sex session was a session and not just a routine. I want you to have fun in sex because it is supposed to be fun. It is supposed to co-create the cosmos. When you are having sex, you are co-creating with your partner the whole cosmos, the infrastructure of the multiverse. So have fun doing it, man. Dance your way of creation. Dance your way of the cosmology. The cosmology is how you create the cosmos. Have fun doing that. And the last point that I want to tell you today in this fun podcast, I hope, is that, guess what? You're gonna die. So you better start having fun today. You're gonna die, man. You're getting old, time is passing, sickness is developing in your body. You don't know what cell is getting crazy there and reproducing, and maybe 2 years will be a cancer. You don't know if you have an artery that is getting blocked in your heart. Do you know if your insulin is not, you know, digesting sugar well anymore and you're gonna become diabetic? You don't know if you are developing dementia, Alzheimer right now in your brain. You don't know. You are gonna die. And it's so fucking soon. It's incredibly soon. So have fun today. Because one day will be your last day, man. And even in that day, have fun. I want to live my life laughing. Like, toot, toot, toot. And I die. I don't know. That is for me kind of fun, right? Yeah, why not? Why not? So you are dying, man. You are living this existence. I don't know where. I don't know. So you better have fun, huh? Start having more fun. Don't take this too seriously. This is personal development. Yes, this is a game. Personal development is a game. Please go and watch the podcast. Why life will turn into a video game. It will be life transforming and it's on English. Why life will become a video game. So have more fun. I hope that this podcast for you was fun. It was for me. And I hope that I convinced you to have more fun in your life. This was Dr. Derek Israel. Please, if you got until this point in this podcast, listening and learning, hey, leave a comment below. Don't be passive. I want to read you. What are some of your thoughts about this subject? How you plan to develop more fun in your life? I want to share that comments. I want to answer you, and I want the community to have more perspective. I don't want this community to only have one perspective, the Derek Israel perspective. No, I want your perspective as well. So leave a comment, share this in your social profiles. Help me with that. Share with your groups, share with your friends, share with your family. Remember that this podcast, you can support this podcast with only $5 per month, like almost nothing, and you help us to continue our mission to transforming lives for free for people that maybe they have never been exposed to personal development. They are stuck in their life. We are doing our best on Spanish, on English, to bring these people to a new light, to a new life form, to a more exceptional lifestyle. So if you want to support us with $5 per month, also you will be receiving exclusive benefits like exclusive content from me. If you support us in that platform, the link is in the description. Go to Patreon. Go to the link of Patreon and support us. Also remember that we have the Telegram group. This is a group that is completely free. You can join. The link is in the description. And this group is for people that are practicing what we are doing in the podcast. So if you're watching the podcast, listening to the podcast, and you are doing the stuff, come join our group, share your ideas, share your experience. We are talking about the experience there, and this group will go long term. All right. So join us as soon as you can, because you will benefit more in your growth if you are part of this group. And also remember that I'm launching the book Terapia con Derek, Therapy with Derek, in the next following weeks. Please grab your copy as soon as I announce, because I don't want Amazon to get out of stock and then you out of the book. All right, so grab it. Believe me, if this podcast has changed your life, the book will change your multiverse. And everything that you need to know about the store, about myself, about the work that we are doing, you can find in derekisrael.com. There you can find my coaching, you can find my consulting if you want to work one-on-one with me. There you will find also my psychotherapy pretty soon, and also the courses, and also the books, and all the other projects that I will be launching in the future. So I see you in derekisrael.com. And don't forget, Bonnie, you need to have